5th grade. You're supposed to worry about spelling tests, who sits with you at lunch, or recess arguments that blow over in minutes. But in this school in Arizona, the drama didn't just end on the playground. It turned into something sinister, something deadly. 4 girls, ages 10 and 11. They weren't planning sleepovers or making friendship bracelets. They were planning to murder a fellow classmate. Their victim, a boy that had apparently cheated in a 5th grade relationship. No, they weren't just gonna stop there. They were gonna try to make it look like he killed himself. Legacy Traditional School, a charter school in the city of Surprise, Arizona. On the surface, nothing about October 1st stood out. It was just another school day. But behind the scenes, 4 girls were whispering, plotting. They had divided the roles like characters in a movie. Their supposed plan was, one of the girls would bring a knife. The other would lure him into the outdoor bathroom. One would be the lookout. And the final piece of the puzzle, a forged suicide note. To cover up the murder and to make it look like the boy had taken his own life. Those words were reportedly said in their group chat, "Just end him." A phrase that reads like something out of a horror movie. But this was real. These were kids that were barely old enough to ride in a car without a booster seat, talking about killing a classmate. Well, how do you even stop a plan like this before it happens? The answer is other kids. Someone overheard the whispers and went to a trusted adult. The next day, school officials searched their backpack and questioned the girls in front of their parents. And one by one, the story came out. The plot was real. The roles were assigned, and the boy they targeted had no idea. When the police questioned them, the reactions couldn't have been more different. 3 of the girls were reportedly remorseful, crying and ashamed. But the 4th, according to the police report, she laughed and smiled, making excuses for her action. It's the kind of reaction that chills you to the core. Because if someone so young can smile while talking about murder, what does that mean for the rest of us? 4 of the girls were arrested. But here's where it gets complicated. Because of their age, they couldn't be held in juvenile detention. Instead, they were released back to their parents. They were suspended. And the charges? Threatening and misdemeanor disorderly conduct. Not attempted murder. Not conspiracy to commit murder. Just misdemeanors for plotting to kill another student and plot it as suicide. And that raises a question. How do you punish kids who are technically still children? The boy, the intended victim, wasn't physically harmed, but emotionally? Imagine being 10 years old and hearing that your classmates, your peers, wanted to stab you in the stomach and leave a note to make your parents believe that you took your own life. That trauma doesn't go away easily. Tell me you guys' opinion on the story. Do you think the girls deserve a harsher or a lesser sentence? Tell me in the comments down below.